Good morning, everybody. The hymn I chose this week is Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing by Robert Robinson. He was born on 27 September 1735 and was fatherless at a very young age of 8, after which he struggled to make ends meet for his widowed mother and himself. His formal education was very limited because he had to drop school. However, his knowledge was very extensive and varied because he spent many hours in the study, and because of which he had an adult-like quality that was deeply ingrained in him that made him accept the responsibilities of adulthood even though he was a teenager. He came under the influence of a famed evangelist, George Whitefield, and at the age of 20, he couldn't push from his mind a particular phrase used by Mr. Whitefield in one of his sermons, which is, "O my hearers, the wrath to come," which means the wrath of God that was to come on those who heard the message but didn't respond to it. He was wondrously convicted and was overcome by the sense of guilt and fear of God, after which he just converted into a minister of the gospel, first in a Baptist church and then in a Methodist church. He wrote this song at the age of 22 when he was deeply convinced of his sins and the power of the Holy Spirit to change his life. However, for some unexplained reason, he became altogether unstable and unhappy, and his Christian beliefs and training seemed to be of little importance to him. On one occasion, he found himself in a train with a fellow passenger who was humming the tune to this song. As she finished singing, the woman turned to him and asked Roberts what he thought about the song, and his only reply was, "Madam, I am the unhappy man who wrote that hymn many years ago, and I would give 1,000 worlds if I had them, if I could feel now as I felt then." This song reminds me how Christ's love is unending and how it compels us, as is said in 2 Corinthians 5:14, because we are convinced that one died for all, and therefore all died. And the last stanza especially, "Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it, prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, Lord, take and seal it for thy courts above." It shows how feeble our frame is, and yet how God chose to die for us, despite knowing how many times we're going to stumble. And showing His faithfulness and His never-ending love for us really gives us hope for the future, knowing that one day we will be with Him because of His grace and His love. Here's my heart, Lord, take and seal it for thy courts above.
Come thou fount of every blessing, tune my heart to sing thy grace. Streams of mercy never ceasing, call for songs of loudest praise. Teach me some melodious sonnet, sung by flaming tongues above. Praise the mount I'm fixed upon it, mount of thy redeeming love. Here I raise my Ebenezer, hither by great help I've come. And I hope by thy good pleasure safely to arrive at home. Jesus sought me when a stranger, wandering from the throne of God. He to rescue me from danger interposed his precious blood. Oh, to grace how great a debtor daily I'm constrained to be. Let thy goodness like a fetter bind my wandering heart to thee. Prone to wander, Lord, I feel it, prone to leave the God I love. Here's my heart, Lord, take and seal it for thy courts above.